no. All right, John. Jen just redeemed freedom, so I need your best eagle screech.
All right, here we go.
Oh!
Alrighty. Come on now with it. Alright, guys. First things first. First things first, chat. Can I get a mic check? Let me get a mic check. Mic. Mama, my Maybach music. Michael. Alright, I think the mic is micing. I feel as though the mic is micing. What's up, gamers? Phoenix, thank you for being the first one here. I am so sorry about your RNG being bad. I'm not sorry. What you have to do is you have to play through the RNG and don't let it upset you. Get very salty. And just make sure you stay calm even when the RNG wants you to flip out. Flip the fuck out. I came before Phoenix? First of all, that's what she said. Second of all, let me see. Oh yeah, you were here. What's up, Plezio? You know what it is, Plezio? Your name is in purple letters, which is the same color as my name. So I actually thought you were just my robot. But what's up, Plezio? Welcome to the stream. Phoenix, welcome to the stream. Bree, welcome to the stream. Jarrett, welcome to the stream. Well, I subbed, so I went over all of you. True. You beat me to it, but I was going to say Bree, even though I was on my starting soon screen. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you as always, the mod father. Much love, much love. Thank you, HAXOXO. I really appreciate it though, bro. Thank you for the sub. Guys, we are gaming. Not only are we gaming, but we're scaling. Look at this box. Look at this box. There's so many thugs in here. We got a lot of goats. This guy right here, I just got him and he already has like 3 frags. Huge power with fake out and detect is extra broken. Mudsdale the goat is back. Yeah, the goat is back. We got Mudsdale in our box. Walrein is back. Araquanid is here. Slowbro survived. Togekiss is here. I like Walrein, but he's ass. The only issue with that, Plezio, is in this game, Walrein has fur coat. So he is no longer ass. He's actually turbo broken. Guys, how's the audio? How's the music? Does everything sound okay? We do not hate on Walrein. It's not hate, it's facts. I mean, I wouldn't say it's facts. It's far from facts. Oh yeah, look what we have in our party, Phoenix. Alright, we got Cursola finally. This thing's a demon. We got Breloom, our toxic heal goat. We got Quagsire. Alright, we finally got LA Knight. Yeah. Alright. This thing, not that good. Because Toxic, because Baneful Bunker and Toxic are banned. But yeah, this thing's pretty strong. Okay, probable Star Wars lover. I'm not gonna lie. I am always down to make fun of Plezio. It's actually one of my favorite pastimes. But calling somebody a probable Star Wars lover is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's such like, that's basically like calling someone a boomer. Just calling them a possible Star Wars lover. He didn't even say it was confirmed. He said odds are you like Star Wars. See, I like Star Wars, right? So, but it's funny because it's like, it's just him saying like there's a decent chance you're a boomer. That's just so funny to me. Dial! Absolute GOAT. What's up, Dial? Welcome to the stream. We are doing a quick little after work before my wife gets home stream. So I don't have too much time, but it is a Friday. We got a couple of hours together. Let's hang out. Let's make some money. Let's do some Nuzlocks. And yeah. So first things first is we are trying to get our good friend Saraledge. So in order to get Saraledge, we have to do 3 optional boss battles. We did 1 boss battle already, which was Tuber Simon. So next up after Tuber Simon, we have to fight Beauty Joanne, which is the Arcanine Scyther fight. I don't want to take these guys lightly, especially because this Scyther has Swords Dance, so we want to be careful here. I like Star Wars and Star Trek. Come at me now. True. If you said probable Star Trek lover, it would be much better. The thing is I feel like Star Trek is like, you can't even make fun of it anymore. Like, it's not even a part of culture at all. At least Star Wars is like still pop culture. Like, it's still relevant. Star Trek is just crazy. I have never seen an episode of Star Trek in my life. I just want you guys to know. Like, not even like a part of an episode. Star Trek is for big brain sci-fi fans. Hey, are you calling me smallge brain? How dare you? How dare you, Mr. Potter? Okay, so Arcanine. Here's what I'm thinking. So this Arcanine has Intimidate and Muscle Band. So this guy is really strong. He has Fire Fang, Extreme Speed, Crunch. So what I want to do versus the Arcanine is I'm thinking I lead Gyarados, right? I want to make sure Thunderfang... Oh, but if I Intimidate him, Thunderfang doesn't have a kill, huh? But I mean, what else is he gonna go for? He's just always gonna go for Thunderfang, right? Alright, so let's just say we lead Adamant or like Impish Gyarados, right? I can't say much since I like Vampire Diaries. I get shit on for that one a lot. You don't like Vampire Diaries? Okay, chat. Alright, listen. Since you guys are talking about embarrassing shows that we secretly like, okay? I have a couple, alright? One of them is not embarrassing. One of them is like almost embarrassing, and then the other one is definitely embarrassing, okay? So the one that's not really embarrassing, but it's one of my favorite shows ever, is New Girl. Shout out to New Girl. That show is absolutely amazing. Okay, now here's the embarrassing one. I may or may not have seen the first couple of seasons of Gossip Girl. Look, okay, it happened, alright? I turned the TV on, okay? Gossip Girl was on, okay? Blair was looking real cute, alright? And I decided to finish the episode. And then when I finished the episode, another episode came on, okay? That's not my fault. That's not my fault. So I may have watched, like, the first 2 seasons of Gossip Girl, okay? I'm just throwing that out there. But yes, New Girl is amazing. For anybody who hasn't seen New Girl, that's one of my favorite, I guess you could call it comedies. I freaking love New Girl. That show is amazing. Schmidt is my GOAT. Okay, guys, so we lead Gyarados. We're going to get this Gyarados to -1, and then we hard switch into Lantern, right? This guy has Storm Drain, doesn't he? So maybe... Do I just fight this with Torterra, actually? Does Torterra just poop on Arcanine? Okay, so I lead Gyarados, I bait Thunderfang, and then on Thunderfang, I go into Torterra. And Torterra Earthquake is an 84% chance to OHKO. This guy has Fire Fang, which is a little scary, because what if he burns me? My ex used to watch Gilmore Girls all the time. It grew on me over time. What's up, CMBZ? I saw you join the chat, my GOAT. Yeah, Gilmore Girls, I've never seen it, but I've heard it's okay. I've heard it's okay. I mean, if I don't get burnt, this is just fine. Do I have any... What about Mudsdale? Oh, never mind. Mudsdale just rolls this dude insanely. Okay. So here's the plan. We lead Gyarados. We get the Intimidate. We're going to bait a Thunderfang. We're going to hard swap into Mudsdale. Mudsdale Impish with Striker is just going to go for a high horsepower. Now, one thing we have to do on the Mudsdale, I'm pretty sure, just in case he sends out Scyther, is I want to go Rock Tomb. I want to go Rock Tomb to dissuade the Scyther, I think. We have to have multiple ways to beat Scyther. Okay, so this probably baits Lumineon, who does 50% with Scald, or does it bait Scyther? It baits Lumineon. Okay, so Lumineon comes out and wants to hit me with a Scald. Scald, Aurora Beam, Air Cutter, Ominous Wind. So on the Scald, I just switch into Lantern, right? Who here watched Are You Afraid of the Dark as a kid? It scared the crap out of me. I don't think I ever watched that. Is it embarrassing that I'm a huge dinosaur prehistoric creature nerd? No, that's definitely not more embarrassing than liking Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl's pretty rough. This one isn't really embarrassing, but I've watched every single episode of One Tree Hill, and I liked it. Damn it, I loved it. Only real ones will understand the Punisher reference there. What does he say? He said, I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I have seen the entirety of One Tree Hill. so that's another pretty cringy one on my list. I've seen One Tree Hill. Right there with you, John, except mine was the OC. I haven't watched that, Bryu, but I wouldn't. I mean, like, I wouldn't not watch it. Double negative, my bad. But I would totally watch that. But One Tree Hill was pretty good, man. If you guys want to watch an old school show, a telenovela, as the kids would say, One Tree Hill is that shit. Okay, so this guy real quick is going to be Calm Volt Absorbs. Should I go Water Absorb for this? I guess going Water Absorb is fine. I just have to remember to switch him back to Volt Absorb. So Calm, Water Absorb with like a Citrus, and then we go Discharge. So then the question is, does double Discharge kill Scyther? Because then I bait Scyther. It doesn't. What if I'm Modest? Double Discharge does not kill if I'm Modest. What if I am... What about I got this berry? Okay, what if instead of Citrus, I am Magnet? Now are we cooking? Okay, so Magnet, Modest, Lantern, 2-shot Scyther. So basically, he's either going to go for Bug Buzz, depending on how much health I have. I can Discharge, which should dissuade Swords Dance, but we'll have a backup plan here. And then you still beat Lumineon, right? Yeah, Lumineon doesn't do anything to me. It's free. I could also Volt Switch to Lumineon, too. I never finished True Blood. If you're going to watch a real vampire show, the only answer is True Blood. Have you liked any fantasy shows not related to space? Okay, so I like Game of Thrones. Vampire shows? I don't really like vampire shows. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Castlevania on Netflix, but that doesn't really count. Okay, so we need to bring Unaware Quagsire versus the Scyther. Unaware Quagsire takes a decent amount of damage here, but he 2-shots with Rock Tomb. That's my goat. So Unaware, Citrus Berry. He has Bug Bite. Okay, so does Bug Bite eat only berries? Does Bug Bite eat berry juice? Chat, what if we go berry juice? What if we unironically go berry juice? Any truers in chat? Does anybody know if Bug Bite eats berry juice? I want to say it doesn't, right? Okay, so Adamant, Unaware, Quagsire, we're bringing you. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Lord of the Rings, Legend of the Seeker, Hercules, Xena. True. It don't? Okay, cool. Thank you, Plezio. A lot of fantasy shows I like are mostly monster shows. I'm trying to think if I like any fantasy shows. I mean, Stranger Things. Stranger Things is a fantasy show. Stranger Things is good. The Last of Us is amazing. I'm just gonna go through my favorite shows. Stranger Things, Last of Us, The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, my Marvel shows, Punisher, Daredevil. I love those shows usually. Loki was amazing. Stranger Things is horror sci-fi, but the point stands. Yeah, Stranger Things is pretty good. Okay, I need some more backup plans in case this Scyther gets out of control. Do I have anything faster than it? Okay, Rock Smash does a lot to you. Breloom would die. What if he's like +4? Do I live anything? I mean, he can't crit me at +4. Rock Slide kills. I mean, Crustle could be a backup plan here, I guess. Do I have anything faster than him? Alright, well, we don't want that. Walrein with Fur Coat. Dude, at +6, Walrein still has a range to live Rock Smash. Isn't that so crazy? So, guys, what's the anti-fighting berry? Isn't it Chopple? Dude, this dude is so crazy. Walrein versus +6 Scyther. Could dodge, crit, and kill. At that point, I would go something like Rock Tomb, right? Probs. Ice Fang. Rock. I mean, I already beat this guy, honestly. I'm just bringing as many backup plans as I can. Alright, Walrein's a good backup plan here. Also, I watch Gilmore Girls multiple times like you. I'm very interested in Avengers Doomsday movie next year. Wow, I'm just not included. Wait, Phoenix, what happened? Did I miss one of your messages? I'm currently watching an old UK TV show called Primeval. I haven't heard of that. Or maybe I have. They aren't even kids anymore. Yeah, I think the worst thing to happen to Stranger Things is the fact that Millie Bobby Brown is like 20-something years old and she sells underwear. So it's like, it just makes it kind of awkward watching her pretend to be 12 in Stranger Things. It's like, are we gonna address the elephant in the room here? Or like, what did I walk into here? Yo, what's up, Captain? So we're planning for the Scyther battle, but what we're really doing is talking about TV shows. Because one person in chat made fun of the other for being a Star Wars fan, basically being a boomer. And then we started talking about embarrassing shows that we secretly like. And so I gave one show that's not really embarrassing and then one show that's kind of embarrassing. So we started with New Girl, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. And then I said an embarrassing show that I kind of liked was Gossip Girl, okay? I told the story. I sat down one day. I turned on the TV. It was an episode of Gossip Girl. Okay. All right. I believe the character's name was Blair. She was looking, you know, magnifico. And yeah, I just sat there and watched like 2 straight episodes. And then we've just been talking about TV this whole time. Okay, so Rock Tomb on this guy is like fine. Can we all agree once we get to episode 6 and finish that Star Wars is over? The thing about Star Wars, right? I like Star Wars. Genuinely. No, like, you know, haha or whatever. I like Star Wars, but I don't love Star Wars. So, like, sometimes people get into Star Wars discussions because they love it. And then that's when I kind of, like, I slowly back away from the argument. Like, you ever have 2 Star Wars fans start arguing with each other about, like, Star Wars shit? And I'm just in the corner like, you know what? I kind of like all the movies casually. Some are better than others. So my hot take, it's not really a hot take, but my hot take is the best Star Wars movie of all time is Rogue One. That might be a hot take. But if you start arguing with me and then you start bringing up stuff about lore, I'm going to do the Peter Griffin thing where he just backs into the push and I'm just going to disappear. All right, guys, while we're talking about TV shows, I'm going to put this team together. I'm pretty confident this team can win. I've had 2 WWE fans argue about WWE for a whole hour, and then after an hour they turned to me and I just said, I love Sagata. True. That's based? Yeah. Empire 1, Rogue 1, 2, Return of the Jedi 3. Yeah, see, like that seems fine to me. I wouldn't even so totally disagree with that. I just think Star Wars Rogue One is such a slept-on movie. It's so good. Like, that shit was just written well. My boy Lantern. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith is, like, kind of iconic. Little goated. Goated with the sauce. Alright, guys, so this is basically a 3-mon fight, but I'm bringing 3 backup plans for Scyther in case he gets +6. He shouldn't, but, you know, just in case. Obi-Wan versus Anakin is peak. Oh, you know what else is peak too? And then people tell me that it doesn't make sense, so they don't like it. The Star Wars show Obi-Wan, I thought it was peak. I freaking loved Obi-Wan. And then I tried having that conversation with a real Star Wars fan, and they were like, well, actually, with the dual blasters in the space. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, bro. Obi-Wan was sick. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. That shit was good. They had some really cool sword fights with the flashy swords, and I enjoyed them. Has Penta really taken off, though? True. Penta's gonna show up at WWE soon, right? Alright, so I think this guy wants to be impish, right? Just in case. Yeah. With the Leia comedy chase through the woods. I'm sure some of it people don't like, but for me, a filthy casual, I enjoyed it. I got a big kick out of it. Alright, so we're going Impish Gyarados. Did I need a specific item on you? I'm pretty sure you could just be Citrus, right? Okay, Citrus, Impish, Gyarados. Your moveset is fine. Okay, you need to be Water Absorb. Chat, please don't let me go into another fight without switching Lantern back to Volt Absorb. Please, chat, do not let me throw my run. I am begging you guys. If you're here, remember that my Lantern is on Water Absorb, please. Please. I will 100% blame chat if I lose the run because I brought Water Absorb Lantern. But for this fight, we want the Water Absorb. And we actually want Modest, too. We want Modest, Water Absorb with, like... Do I even need to do that? Because if I'm fighting the Luminion and I'm this, can't I just go Modest, Discharge into Volt Switch and just call it a day with a Citrus Berry? I feel like that's fine. Alright, so I am going to make you Modest. Okay, Modest, and then we are going to give you a Citrus. Team full of wrestlers? Yo, Jose, my goat. Yeah, so our theme for this run is wrestlers. Not when you push a guy that hard. You can't have him feud with a bottom mid-carder like Kaiser when you push a guy that hard. I mean, I think from WWE's standpoint, I think they really, really respect Kaiser. Like, I don't want to say they're pushing him because that's disingenuous, but they're not pushing him. You know what I mean? Like, he's on TV every week. He's always in there with, like, Sheamus, Breaker. You know what I mean? Like, I would argue he is a solid mid-carder. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Me sitting here while you WWE fans talk about WWE. I mean, we could go back to Star Wars if you guys want. Okay, so you need to be unaware. So you're unaware, you're adamant, and you have Rock Tomb already. My goat. My goat is just built for this. Oh yeah, and we're going Berry Juice to play around Bug Bite. Gosh, I'm such a gamer, man. Look at this Berry Juice gaming right in front of your eyes, chat. Berry Juice, unaware Quagsire. You saw it here. Okay, you are simply Impish Citrus with a Striker, and you one-shot, right? Yeah, you one-shot. You're the GOAT. This guy's the GOAT. Oh, I need to give this guy Rock Tomb as well. Just to make sure that we're not baiting in Scyther on accident. Kaiser's great. He's a top-tier jobber. Watch it, absolutely. You know, chat, I've never actually seen Mandalorian. Is that bad? Am I a bad human? Okay, so you're good to go. Your Impish Shell Armor, that's good. You one-shot with Rock Slide, right? Yeah. And then Walrein is Impish Fur Coat with a Chardy. Okay, so you are bold right now. I assume by the way they reacted, maybe? Yo, Counter, my GOAT. What's up, Counter? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. Alright, guys, we're gonna get to a fight soon. We got distracted by talking about TV shows. I'm not even mad at it. You're not bad. There's too much to watch. Mando Season 1 and 2 are peak. Star Wars Season 3 is kind of meh. That's fair. I do want to watch it because Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Monet, is in it. But, I don't know. At the same time, I don't know. Do we want to get rid of Rest for now? I guess we get rid of Rest for now. Alright, we're adding Rock Tomb, and then I also want to teach you Scald, just so you have it. Even though you're not using it here. Scald over Brine. I mainly want to watch it because Grogu is cute. Is that the fake, is that fake Yoda? But she's a pretty good badass. Nice. Okay, so Impish, definitely not Oranberry. We want to give you Chardy. No, not Chardy, Chopple. We want to give you Choppleberry. Alright, okay, and then you're Citrus, right? Okay, so Impish Citrus, Fur Coat, Chopple Impish, Citrus Impish Striker, Berry Juice Adamant Unaware Rock Tomb, Citrus Berry Modest Yeet, Impish Citrus. John, you know who Bill Burr is? He's a comedian. I've been told to watch Bill Burr content, but I've never pulled the trigger. If you want to DM me, like, the best Bill Burr that you like, I don't mind checking him out. He's on my to-do list. Well, his comedy is on my to-do list. All right, giggity goo. Okay, chat, you guys ready to lock the fuck in real quick? I watched the show he did. It was funny. Bill Burr's a little political. I don't mind a little political. I just like, it can't be too political where it's just all politics, because then I'm like, meh. But to be fair, Dave Chappelle's pretty political, and I freaking love Dave Chappelle. That's my GOAT. I don't watch Comedian much, but I know who Burr is, and he has like the best character arc ever in Mando, and it's only like 2 episodes. That sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that sounds cool. Bill Burr's comedy. Yo, Jose, if you want to save, yo, Jose, send me your favorite shit from Bill Burr. I'll watch it. I'm definitely down. Okay, guys, we are looking for Beauty Joanna. We have an ass whooping that we need to administer. Any believers? Alright, guys, I'm assuming that Beauty Joanna is the one in the middle. If it's not, I'm going to reset, but I'm pretty sure it is. Old Dads, it's a funny-ass show. Old Dads. Okay. I'm willing to check that out. Okay. Wait, it's a movie? I mean, I'll watch a movie too. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Beauty Joanna. Alright, guys, I know we were dilly-dallying, but it's time to lock in. Alright, so Beauty Joanna leads Intimidate Arcanine. What we need to do is we need to soak up the Intimidate and go with an Intimidate of our own. Now, this Arcanine should be very likely to go for Thunderfang. The reason why we didn't start with Jey Uso is because we didn't want Intimidate on Jey Uso, okay? So now we send in Mudsdale. Yeet. Alright, Mudsdale comes in. Nice Thunderfang. Got him! Alright, and now high horsepower, one-shots, and kills. He could switch into Scyther here, but I have Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb, two-shot Scyther. Oh, there's ads. Damn it. Chat, I always do this. Ads. I will stop until ads are over. I don't know squat about this comedy, but damn dude put on acting clinic in his episodes of Mando. Let's go. Alright guys, so while we're waiting for the non-subs to watch their ads, what other TV shows do I like a lot? Chat, you know what I'm watching right now? I'm on season 3 of The Rookie. That show is pretty good. That show is like actually pretty good. Me and my lady are enjoying it. The Rookie is a gem of a show. It's a good show. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. The first season, I was like, this is pretty good, but it's like, eh. But then season 2, I was like, yo, this shit is getting juicy. I have a bromance with Nathan Fillion. Yeah. So my bromance is with I'm gonna forget his name. Oh no. Bradford. Bradford is my favorite character. If he dies, please don't tell me. I'm only on season 3. I'll cry. But as of now, Bradford is my favorite. Daredevil. Oh yeah, Daredevil is elite. It's so good. All right, guys, the ads are over. So let me recap what's happening in the fight and let's continue. So this trainer leads Intimidate Arcanine. I led our Intimidate Gyarados. So we dropped the Arcanine to -1. We absorbed the Intimidate. We swapped out into Mudsdale on the Thunderfang, so he takes no damage and he has no Intimidate. Arcanine can switch to Scyther on the ground move, but we taught Jey Uso Rock Tomb, which is a 2-hit KO onto Scyther. So I don't think he switches here. Show me the high horsepower kill. Okay, so he's switching to Scyther. Okay, so here's the thing. Should I just stay in, or do I go directly to my unaware counter? Because, oh, Rock Tomb doesn't oh wait, no, wrong guy. Okay, Rock Tomb 2 shots. So what if he goes +2? So +2 Scyther, what if he crits? I'm never dead to +2 crit. He might eat my Citrus Berry though. Alright guys, I'm gonna go for 1 Rock Tomb here, and I'm gonna see what he goes for. If he goes +2, we're gonna switch into Quagsire. Okay, he's Swords Dance. He is now officially +2. Okay, that's a nice high roll here. Okay, so he's +2. He does not see a kill. At +2 with Aerial Ace with crit, he does a maximum roll of 98%, which we always live. I'm actually going to stay in here. I think he's going to set up another Swords Dance and go down. He might Bug Bite me and eat my Citrus, but we would kill through Citrus. Okay, he's going to Bug Bite. He's going to eat my Citrus. That's okay. He takes my Citrus Berry. This is fine. Because Mudsdale is a beast! Yeah, get that Swords Dance out of here, baby. Easy. Let's go, Mudsdale. Or should I say Goatsdale? Alright, next up is Lumineon. This Lumineon sees a kill with Scald, okay? But we have Water Absorb Lantern in the back for this Scald. So we're going to swap in. Nice Scald. Thank you for the Water Absorb. And now we're just going to go for a little bit of Discharge. Alright, so they're going for Ominous Wind. We just need no Omni Boost. No boost, no boost, no boost. Perfect. Okay. So now here's the question. Alright, he's also Para. Do I Volt Switch into Mudsdale? How much health does Mudsdale have? So Munsdale has 70 health. What's the most damage I can take from Arcanine? Fire Fang crits. So Arcanine versus Munsdale at neutral. Fire Fang crit does 63 damage. I have 70 health. But what if he flinches or burns me? That's the issue. Do I just want to stay in on Lantern? Honestly, staying in on Lantern seems fine, honestly. We're just gonna stay in. Does it Arcanine lose to Quagsire? Yeah, Arcanine loses to Quagsire too, but I'm gonna stay in and get a Scald. Okay, so we stay in and we go for another Discharge. We are never dead to Extreme Speed or Crunch crit on the Lantern. His highest damage is 56. I didn't want to switch to Quagsire because then Quagsire would take the Intimidate. We want the Intimidate to come out versus my special Lantern. Alright, so we're just going to eat a move and Scald. He's going to go for Crunch. No drops, no drops, no drops. Okay, he crit me. And he dropped me. So we have to switch here, but that's okay. We get our Citrus Berry to heal up. Okay. So from here, he's going to be going for another Crunch or something along those lines. We are going to swap. Do I pivot through Gyarados or do I just go straight to Quag? I could just go straight to Quag if I'm being honest. It's fine. Alright, Quagsire, get in there. I don't want him to randomly Thunder Fang for some reason. Oh my god, could you imagine if I pivoted through Gyarados? Wow, that was insane. Alright, chat. He was on Demon time? I just almost lost my Gyarados. That's so crazy. Alright guys, free for the goats. Does Thunderfang even kill? It does like 80%, so if he crits, it kills. But still then, if we don't have to risk a crit, we shouldn't. Alright guys, that was free for the goat. Now let's put this on mute. Let's put this on fast forward. And let's turn on our Spotify music. Okay, perfect. Let's go. Alright guys, we have one more battle before we get our guaranteed Ceruledge here. Fair. I was gonna say if it's swinging Arcanine does like 40% to 0 investment Palafin with Wild Charge, and Gyarados lives. Yeah, Gyarados lives, but you don't want to risk that. You know what I mean? All right, guys, that was a clean fight. I'm proud of that. I'm indeed bringing Aerial Ace on my Terra Flying Fearow for that draft match. Hell yeah, you are. Hell yeah, you are, dude. All right, guys. So let's open this part of stream so you guys can see what I'm doing. So next up, we have the last boss battle before we get Charcadet. It's Sailor Dwayne. And Sailor Dwayne leads with a Thievul with Dark Gem. What the hell is Thievul, dude? Who redeemed that? Is that Dozo? Is Dozo here? Oh, it's Jam, of course, my goat. Yo, Jam, you ready for SmackDown tonight? Okay, so Thievul... Sloppy! Because crit, you're gonna lose the Sea Serpent? True. Yo, Big Lou! Welcome to the midday stream before the wife gets home. Tariffs won't stop me from loving my tribal chief. Let's go, Jam. I appreciate you being here, my goat. Alright, so Thievul has Dark Pulse, Sucker Punch, Grass Knot, and Psychic. So doesn't Bisharp just Omega Wall this dude? So I kind of take a lot from Dark Pulse. Who else do I have? Well, that's Dark Gem Dark Pulse, so I kind of wall him. What if I just go Eviolite? Oh my god. Dude, Eviolite Bisharp is actually so bulky. The late Armor Rouge, we like to see it. Let's go, Gray. Yeah, we always delay Charcadet, in my opinion. I feel like doing these fights before Watson, it's not that you can't. It's just like, why risk it when your Watson box is so small? And I feel like Charcadet never comes to Watson. Yeah, Bisharp with Eviolite is kind of insane. So we're gonna do Bisharp versus Thievul. I'm sure Togekiss wins too, but Bisharp seems fine. We just go low sweep into low sweep. Do you outspeed at -1 speed? Oh, you just barely don't. What if I go plus speed? What if I go Jolly? Okay, so hear me out. Jolly Bisharp outspeeds after 1 low sweep. That's pretty cool. Okay, so Bisharp beats up on Thievul. That is going to bait in Brick Break Pinsir. So Brick Break Pinsir has X Scissor, Brick Break, Rock Slide, and Cut. So we're going to be switching into a Brick Break. What wants to switch into that? This guy? Can I get this guy to just straight up one-shot with Power Gem? But then I have to play around Rock Slide Flinch, which is kind of cringe. What other options do I have? Brick Break, X Scissor, Rock Slide, Cut. Corviknight? Yeah, Corviknight looks really good here, actually. Swap in Corviknight on the Brick Break. I don't outspeed, but I could kill. What else could I possibly do? Togekiss. Rock Slide does kind of a lot to Togekiss. Yeah, Gyarados might be good. Let me look at Seismitoad. Oh, Seismitoad takes a lot to X-Scissor. What the hell? Torterra? Torterra takes a lot to X-Scissor. What the hell? My goat, Crustle? Crustle wins, but I could get Rock Slide flinched a lot. I think it's just Corviknight here. We go Corviknight. And also with Unnerve, he can't use his Citrus Berry, so that seems pretty good. Okay, so we can do Corviknight versus Pinsir here. We only lose to like 5,000 flinches. We're actually going to bring Corsola as a backup plan. I'm going to go Bold, Corsola. Actually, no, I want to go Modest. Can I go Modest? What can I do to make Power Gem kill? Hardstone, right? So Hardstone, Modest, Corsola, one-shots with Power Gem. So goated. How are you enjoying the 4K cow mains in Mario Kart World with me? Yeah, I'm gonna get the Switch on release. I should be able to do the pre-order, so I should be good to go on that jam. I think it'll be fine. Okay, and so then last but not least, we're going to have a Cramorant come out versus hopefully Corviknight. The Cramorant wants to go for Surf. So we just stay Water Absorb, Lantern, and we one-shot, right? Yeah, Water Absorb, Lantern, one-shots. Do I need the Magnet, or can I go Citrus here? I could go Citrus. Okay, so guys, I just want to make sure. If I one-shot Cramorant with an electric move, I take how much damage from Gulp Missile? I could also probably bring Pikachu. We'll bring... I have some slots for backup, guys. We'll bring Gyarados for Intimidate. And then I want to bring maybe one more Cramorant answer, I guess. 25% of max HP. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'll just bring you. I'll bring Water Absorb you, I guess. Actually, do I want to do that? And it lowers your defense by 1 stage. That's probably fine. I could bring Toxapex here. It's just an emergency guy. Okay. Alright, chat. We have our team. Let's go ahead and build the squad. If it's Pikachu instead of the defense drop, it's Para. Interesting. Alright, well, the Cram should be coming out last, so I think we're mostly fine. Okay, we lead Bisharp. Lantern's coming. Munsdale, you're staying home. I'm bringing Cursola. Walrein, you're staying home. And I'm bringing Tox. Okay, perfect. Bisharp, I want you to go first. And Bisharp needs to be Jolly. Oops. Okay, so Jolly with Eviolites. Alright, if I were my Eviolite, where would I be? Right here. Okay, so Eviolite Bisharp, Jolly with Low Sweep, Citrus Berry, Modest, Lantern is fine here. Berry Juice, well, we don't need Berry Juice anymore, so item give, Citrus Berry, okay. Do I want to be Water Absorb? I guess I want to be Water Absorb. On you, you're just gonna stay impish, whatever, that's fine. You want to be modest, which you are, but I want to give you a Heartstone. Okay, and then you just want to be citrus, impish, just fine, doesn't really matter. Okay, alright, for the sheet, show everybody stats. Okay, so Water Absorb, Adamant Citrus, Impish Citrus, Modest Hardstone with Power Gem, Impish Citrus, Eviolite Jolly, Modest Citrus. Oh wait, where's Corviknight? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not bringing Quagsire. What the? I thought I was bringing Quagsire. I'm not even bringing it. LOL. Whoopsies. Okay, so you want it to be Citrus Berry. Can we stay Impish here? Because we're fighting you. Adamant is 62%, but what if I'm Impish? Impish still kills, so we can stay Impish with Unnerve. Citrus Berry. He can't take it. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Alright, chat. Quick little prep that did not take very long. Are you guys ready to lock in? Fast forward. Turn off. Mute. Turn off. Alright, chat. Let's lock the fuck in. It's time to get Char Cadet. Save. Alright, chat, deep breath. Here we go. This is Sailor Dwayne. He leads with a Thievul. However, this Thievul has access to Dark Gem, Dark Pulse. We do have to dodge some flinches, but Bisharp truly walls Thievul, so I don't think there's much he wants to switch in here. We're just going to go for the low sweep. Okay, so here's Dark Pulse with the Dark Gem. Okay, we just need to dodge a couple of flinches and we're fine. Okay, here's the first low sweep. Now, because of low sweep lowering his speed, Jolly Bisharp, aka King Booga, is now faster with a low sweep. Oh, oh, he's unburdened. LOL, never mind. It's fine, we just dodge a flinch. Easy. Actually, I think I'm inner focus. Never mind, I'm inner focus. Okay, so I forgot about his ability, but I also forgot about my ability. So aka, that was riskless. Dozo, welcome to the stream. What's good, Dozo? I may not have been paying attention, guys. Okay, so we bait in Pincer. This Pincer wants to go for Brick Break. On the Brick Break, we are swapping to my good friend Corviknight. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Alright, it's time for L.A. Knight. Yeah. Alright, chat, remember, we're unnerved, so he can't eat his Citrus Berry. His Brick Break is going to do minimal damage, and we double KO with Drill Peck. We just have to dodge some flinches here, but it's fine. That's dodge for flinch number 1. Alright, no Citrus Berry since I'm unnerved. We just have to dodge one more flinch. Here's my Citrus Berry. Nuzlocking Super Mario on. Let's go. Okay, and we never flinch. It's free. Alright, guys, that means the last Pokemon is coming out, which is a Cramorant. This Cramorant has a high damage roll with Surf. Does Pluck kill for there? Oh, yeah, I could have Plucked. You're right, Phoenix. That was a misplay. In this case, I want to be low health anyway, make sure this guy's surfing, but he might go for Icy Wind speed control, but this should be a Surf. On the Surf, we're going to swap into Water Absorb Lantern. Show me Surf. Free. Free for the goat. And now we discharge for the kill. Okay, once again, we have to dodge flinch. No flinchies? It's so free. Imagine getting flinched. It just literally couldn't be me. Actually impossible to be me. Alright, now he hits me with Gulp Missile, I think. Oh, he doesn't even Gulp Missile, he's just Edge. Okay, never mind. GG's. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our Route 109 encounter. And it's a doozy. It is a doozy. I just lost my starter from a bullet bill that wouldn't let me run. Poor Toso. Okay, guys, we got Charcadet. Alright, guys, what wrestler reminds you of Ceruledge? It's no Sizzlipede. I mean, that's damn true. It is no Sizzlipede, I'll tell you that. By the way, guys, I know a streamer who, instead of taking guaranteed Ceruledge, one of the strongest Pokemon in the game, they fished for like something terrible. I forgot what it even was. Probably like a Wailmer or something silly. Is there a wrestler based around fire? Kane. Fished Wailmer. Yep. Alright, guys, you guys are right. This is the big red machine. Okay, free for the goat. I believe now let's turn off. Oh, wait, I don't think. Turn off that music. Let's turn on fast forward and let's turn on Spotify. I was saying Joe Rogan, but he's not based on fire. It was just why would Joe Rogan come to your mind when I asked you for a wrestler? Can we talk about that? Can we have a quick discussion about what do you mean Joe Rogan came to mind? Alright, so let's get Kane to the level cap. Alright, I'm supposed to give this guy a Moonstone, right? Okay, please be Ceruledge. Okay, thank God. Imagine I just gave it the wrong stone. Cringe. Also, by the way, since Phoenix is here, wait. Oh, here we go.
But it's nothing like my mother's ham biscuit, brickle-brackle, and beans with fizzy wickets. They used to make roasted ham squash with spittle spattle and a side of biscuit gravy.
So guys, Flare Blitz has some really funny calcs. Okay, let's save. Yeah, it evolves via Moonstone in this game. I think it's Moonstone versus Dawnstone or something like that. Alright guys, the big red machine is here. Let's heal everybody. Okay, so I think I have one fight, and then after the one fight, we have an encounter, I think. Moon versus Sun. Let's go, Gray. Also, Gray, happy to have you back on Twitch. How you doing, my friend? I hope all is well. You're a goat. Okay, so... is it a mini-boss? On route... yes. I have to do Hiker Trent. Let me double check the walkthrough and make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so Split 4. Verdant Turf I did. Maulville I did. I beat Dawn. Clear Route 111 and Route 12, culminating with Hiker Trent. Okay. If you do it
There's
again,
nothing
I'll
like
change
my
it to
mother's
7
ham,
minutes.
biscuit, brickle-brackle, and beans with fizzy wickets.
Oh my God.
They used to make roast ham squash with spittle spattle and a side of biscuit gravy.
All right, let's look at Hiker Trent's team. Is this a double? This isn't a double, right? No, it's not. Okay. So Hiker Trent leads with Hiswayan Avalug. Uh-oh. All right, chat, it's everyone's favorite part of the stream where I go into the calculator and I beg you guys for strats. Who's ready? Who is ready? Okay, so Avalug Hiswayan has Sturdy. Does this guy really have no item? No way. Impish Nature, Sturdy, Never Melt. Why does this guy not have Never Melt Ice in the calc? That's a weird mistake. Let me load him one more time. Yeah, calc is glitchy like that. Imagine I didn't notice. Okay, so before we do this, I just realized I have to upload Cerulege in. Alright guys, give me a second to upload Cerulege. Choose to save. Most recent. Level to export at 44. Load. Copy. Clear imported sets. Okay. Control V. Import. Okay. So I need to put in Never Melt Ice. I hope the doc is correct about Hiker Trent having Never Melt Ice and not something else. Ability Sturdy, Impish, Never Melt Ice. Okay. Alright, so Never Melt Ice Hiswayan Avalug. I mean, Lantern walls it and can Scald and then burn it and then it dies. That'd be pretty based. How about Slowbro? So Slowbro is unironically faster. Do you killed with Scald? Okay, so Scald Slowbro goes crazy here. So Slowbro with Scald one-shots. Now, he has Sturdy, but I also have a chance to burn. I'm going to be bold. And what item do I want here? I guess I want a little bit of that citrus. Slowbro a fast bro? Yeah, Slowbro is a speed demon when compared to Avalug. Okay, so what does Slowbro bait in? Probably Runerigus. Oh, no, actually, yeah, probably Blossom. Okay, so we need to have this Turtonator has Shell Smash. We need to be careful. All right, but right now
Watch out! It's a monster!
Welcome in, Bryu. I'm assuming that's Bryu. Oh, it's Dozo. So Blossom will come out and threaten Giga Drain versus Slowbro. Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Moonblast, Quiver Dance. Oh. What if this thing Quiver Dances? I say I'm screwed. I say I'm in danger. Cerulege, you can beat this thing at +1? Oh yeah, Cerulege Omega stupidly walls. So let's just say you're a +1 special attack, +1 speed. And I go Jolly Seru. Okay, so Jolly Ceruledge is faster than +1 Blossom and kills with 1 Flare Blitz. Can I get an amen? Thank the Lord. Corv walls Blossom? Yeah, Corv walls it hard too. I'll maybe bring Corviknight as a backup plan, but Ceruledge outspeeds and walls. Alright guys, ads are playing. For anybody stuck in ads, I apologize. For anybody not stuck in ads, let's make fun of the people who are stuck in ads. Ads. Alright, so what does Ceruledge bait? Ceruledge baits Runerigus. Earthquake, actually. Okay. So on Earthquake, Togekiss? Togekiss is strong defensively, but doesn't do anything offensively. I can Encore him. That's kind of good. If I come in and I go Modest, and then I just go Encore Citrus. I just trap him with Encore and then slowly whoop him. What type are you? Ground Ghost? Actually, Gyarados probably goes insane here, right? This thing is bulky, man. What if I just go Adamant Gyarados with like a Rostberry?
Thing. But it wasn't enough!
I wish I had Lumberries. Lumberries are broken. Gyarados looks okay here. I'm not mad at Gyarados. So we could go Adamant Gyarados with the Rost. So that he can't get wisped. Seismitoad. Seismitoad would get... Seismitoad just doesn't do anything, I don't think. Let me see. No, yeah, Seismitoad gets cooked. Alright, so... These three are solved. This guy has leftovers, but that's fine. I should be 100% to... Oh, I'm only 13. Dude, why doesn't it save the fact that I'm adamant, man? 99.3% chance to Oko after leftovers recovery. Okay. Damn, y'all in ads missed it. John did the boss fight, and now we're calcing to do it again. True, Dozo, true. Okay, and so that leaves Turtonator. Please don't have a random grass move. You don't. Okay, so this Turtonator is scary because it has Shell Smash, but we're going to bring Unaware Clodsire here. Unaware Clodsire should always win. This guy has Dauntless Shields. So he is going to be +1 defense, but I'm also unaware, so it really doesn't matter. I just EQ twice with the Citrus. I guess the only way I maybe lose is if this guy burns me. Ooh, but it's either I play around crit or I play around burn. How much damage do I do burnt? I still do decent damage, honestly. I think we'd rather risk burn because he's never going to like flamethrower me, I don't think. Okay, so Adamant Quagsire, Unaware with a Citrus Berry should always beat this guy. So now we have room for 2 backup plans. I'm thinking Corviknight can be a decent backup plan for any of this stuff. I mean, is Blossom ever going to beat Ceruledge? Just never, right? Even at +1, there's just absolutely nothing it can do. Yeah. Yeah, no, it can't win, I don't think. Okay. Alright, so we don't need a backup plan for Blossom. I'm gonna bring 2 more backup plans for Turtonator. Because if this guy, Meganium, loses to Turt, what do you mean? Meganium is pretty decent at backup to anything other than Avalugg. Well, the Meganium could go in for like a priority Draining Kiss, I think is what they mean. I mean, Togekiss is good, because Togekiss can switch in on Turtonator and also Encore it, which could be pretty good. And then Dazzling Gleam does a lot. I'm faster. Yeah, what if he's +2? Still live everything. If he's +6, I'm like super dead, right? Even +6 flamethrower, I'm a range. Okay, Togekiss is actually sick backup plan because it has Encore. So then maybe I need one more backup plan for Runerigus in case Gyarados doesn't work. Togekiss could also come in on him. Who would be good for this? How slow are you? 30. How fast is Cursola? Dead here. Shell Trap, not gonna lie, was a bad move. Breloom? Poison Heal Breloom's like okay here, and he can't get burnt either. Poison Heal Breloom. Oh, actually, Araquanid can't get burnt. Yeah, Araquanid goes a little silly. Okay, Araquanid's also really good here versus this guy. I guess we'll bring Araquanid. He can't burn me. And I could just go Impish. It's fine. Alright, I think that's the team, guys. This is gonna be Hiker, Trent. Alright, let's go crazy. Let's put the team together, chat. Okay, move Pokemon. So we're bringing Slowbro, aka Throat Goat. We're leaving Corviknight. We're bringing Quag. We're leaving Cursola. We are bringing, I think the people that are here, Lantern Gary. We're dropping off Lantern, and we're picking up Araquanid. In Super Mario Mon, I turned on to the setting to auto-release tainted Pokemon, so my starter was released as soon as it died. Pain. Absolute pain. Okay, so Slowbro versus Avalugg wants to be bold. Are you bold already? Yep, you're bold, but you're holding an Orange Berry. Let's get rid of that nonsense. Citrus Berry. And then let's go ahead and teach you Scald. Citrus Berry. Okay. And then Ceruledge specifically needs to be Jolly. And Jolly Ceruledge with a Citrus. Okay, you are Citrus Careful. Does Adamant just two-shot? Adamant versus Rune. No. Okay. So let's go Impish. Gyarados is going to be Adamant. Is Adamant. You, my friend, need to be Unaware. Okay, Unaware, and then Adamant with a Citrus. Alright, Adamant, Citrus, Unaware, EQ. Okay. Togekiss, Citrus Berry, Timid. Does Timid matter here? I don't think Timid matters. I think we just want to go Modest. Okay. Jolly Citrus. Citrus Impish. Water Bubble. Modest Citrus Serene Grace. Adamant Citrus Unaware. Adamant Citrus Intimidate, bolt citrus regenerator. All right, chat, we're speeding through. It's time for Hiker Trent. Who's ready to lock in? Pokenav, Hoenn map. Yeah. It's time to lock in, gamers. Okay, this is Hiker Trent. Let's lock in, baby. Minus relation, fast forward, audio mute. Alright, you guys ready? Once we beat this trainer, we get one more encounter, which is really hype. I actually think we get 2 more encounters, which is really hype. Super hype, actually. Time to hike up these wins. That was a good pun, Dozo. Alright, Eugene, we haven't seen you since the first split, but now you're fully grown and you're fully ready to be a demon. Alright, Hiker Trent sends out an Avalugg with Sturdy. This Avalugg is usually a demon, it's very bulky. However, Slowbro's even more of a demon, even more bulkier. We're going to go for a Scald. This guy hard switches on the Scald, that's okay. Right into Blossom here. So Blossom's gonna take a Scald to show me burn. Okay, so this Blossom's gonna do one of 2 things. This Blossom is either going to go for a Quiver Dance, which would put it at +1 special attack, special defense, and speed, or it's gonna go for a Giga Drain, which 2-shots the Slowbro. He's probably gonna Quiver Dance, so we're going to send out Ceruledge. Show me Quiver. Okay, so this Blossom goes for a Quiver Dance. The thing about Blossom is that +1 speed, it has 99 total speed stat. Our Ceruledge with Jolly Nature is 102 base speed, which means we outspeed and one-shot with Flare Blitz. Swap into this one, buddy. Got him! Okay, Blossom is down. Kane has immediately made an impact on the WWE. Okay. Next up is Runerigus. Now, Runerigus versus Ceruledge is almost assuredly going for Earthquake. It could go for Shadow Claw, technically, but this should be EQ, which means we're pretty safe to go into Gyarados here. We're gonna get an Intimidate. Oh, I forgot the Rostberry. Okay, that's okay. We can pivot. I forgot the Rostberry. That's my bad. Okay, so show me EQ. Okay, here's the EQ. So normally I would have a Rostberry equipped and I would actually fight this guy with Gyarados. But since I don't, he's going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. So on the Will-O-Wisp, we're actually going to swap into Water Bubble Araquanid here. I'm going to make a pivot. So here comes Araquanid. Show me Will-O-Wisp. Got him! Oh my god, we're gaming. And now we just slowly whittle away with Liquidation. We outspeed because this guy is slow as all hell. And we get the defense drop. That means we 2-shot. Alright, Shadow Claw, just no crits. Easy. He's going to heal up with Leftovers. And now he's cooked. Shadow Sneak because he knows he's cooked. Alright, Bray Wyatt, thank you. I appreciate you. You're the GOAT. Alright, guys, that's Runerigus down. Okay, next up is the Avalugg. Honestly, how much damage do you do to me? I mean, I probably have to switch, right? Yeah, this guy does a lot with Rock Slide. I am most certainly dead to crit. Okay, so here we're gonna hard swap back into Slowbro here. Slowbro is really bulky. We should be able to take plenty of Rock Slides here. So here's the Rock Slide's gonna do about 20 to 30%. That's nothing. We're gonna Scald. Okay, perfect. This is gonna bring you down to Sturdy. Now this also has a chance to burn, which would then one-shot. Show me the burn. Burn, 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 burn. Nah, it's alright. What are you gonna do? Alright, now we proc our citrus. When we swap out with regenerator, we are going to be fully healed. Goes for ice shard. That's nothing, it's a slow goat. Okay, the only Pokemon left is Turtonator. Okay. Okay, so this Turtonator is level 42. He goes for Dauntless Shield. He's automatically +1 defense. This Turtonator does not see any kills into Slowbro at all. So that means he's going to go for Shell Smash. Shell Smash gives him +2 speed, +2 special attack, and +2 attack, right? Now at +2 speed, this guy has 96 speed. Is he faster than Togekiss? He is. What if I was timid? Did I throw by switching off a timid? I actually threw a bit by switching off a timid. That's kind of crazy. But that's fine. He's going to go to set up, and we're just going to hard swap into Quagsire. Quagsire should win here. We had an alternative line. Oh, he just goes for Dragon Pulse. Interesting. Weird, but interesting. Okay. Just gonna EQ then. He should set up now. Yep, EQ is a 2-hit KO here. Oh, he just goes for another Dragon Pulse. That's so weird. Alright, cool. I caught a shiny. Let's go, Dozo. Alright, one more EQ. Okay, perfect. I'm really surprised this guy didn't go for Shell Smash. Maybe it's because I had Yawn. I don't know. Does the game not set up on you if you have Yawn? I'm trying to think why he wouldn't set up on me. I have 2 Yawn Mons. Is that why? Because this guy has Yawn. This guy has Yawn. Yeah, because why would he not set up on me? Is that tech? Is that something that people knew about? Because I did not know about that, by the way. If you just have Yawn, they don't set up. Interesting. Because we know there is Yawn AI. Yeah. That's a very interesting one, though, for sure. Alright, a ton of water types on my pods. Lantern. Okay, Repel is on. Okay, you guys ready for an encounter? Counter my goat. Did you see that fight counter? That shit was clean. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty clean for the goat. Speaking of an encounter. Damn, Dozo, you're on fire. Did you have, like, lit pills this morning? Yo, Counter, I don't think I got to speak to you about it. What are your thoughts on the Switch 2? Are you gonna get it? Are you turbo gaming? Alright, guys, this encounter is Fiery Path. Let's take a look at the options. Last time we were here, we got super lucky, and we hit Paldean Tauros. I don't know if I'm gonna get that lucky again. To be honest, everybody in here is kind of good. This is like one of the few routes where you're like guaranteed some good shit. Wait, I didn't know you streamed on YouTube. Hello, John. Yo, what's up, Soul? So I am on Twitch right now, but I just dual stream to YouTube because on YouTube it saves my VODs. So if I ever want to just cut them up into like TikToks or stuff like that, YouTube just has all my VODs. But yo, what's up, Soul? My goat, how you doing? We are doing a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon Emerald Imperium. This game is amazing. If you haven't seen it, it's basically like Radical Red, but Emerald. And in my opinion, it's better. It's just more fun. Radical Red's kind of cringe. Rapidash Prage. Is Rapidash good? I mean, I guess it's a fire fairy type. Yeah, that seems good. Who do I want? I want Tauros again. That'd be sick. His Sway and Arcanine would be slick. Dragapult, I mean, come on. Do we even have to talk about if I get Dragapult here? Salamence, cool. Torkoal's the GOAT. Okay, so there's one bad encounter here, guys, and it's this guy. Skatank. Alright, chat. Show me literally anything except for Skatank. It's been 8,400 years, I know. I finished my 12th grade exams today, so I've been chilling now. Hell yeah. Congratulations. We love to hear that. Alright, chat. It's time to get literally anything except for Skatank. Literally anything else. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, Repel is off. Come on, baby. One time for the GOAT. Come on, baby. Okay. I mean... I'll take it. It's cool. It's the Sizzler. It's the Sizzlipede. It's a Mega at least, I guess. Yeah, this is a Mega. And you know what? Mega Sizzlipede gets like Mountain Eater or Rock Eater or some sort of ridiculous ability. Alright guys, what wrestler reminds you guys of Centiskorch? For some reason, I'm getting Tajiri vibes. Yeah, I'm naming this Tajiri. Because the flame on his pants reminds me of how Centiskorch looks. Something I learned from this game is you can level up the Pokemon to a level cap, use a Repel, and you Dexnav to search for a Dexnavmon without the trouble of a Wildmon encounter. Yeah, but Dexnav is banned. I'm doing a hardcore Nuzlocke. But yo, what's up, Team Sky member? I hope you're having a great day. Hope you have a good stream. Yo, thank you so much. So I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us for a little bit. Alright, okay, let's head back to the center. I want to see what this Sizzlipede has for me. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doof, ba-doof. Nice. Alright, let's get you to the level cap. Glad you're doing well, bro. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm having a lot of fun hardcore Nuzlocking this game. It's really, really fun. I will now set Tajiri to level 44. Yes, please. Okay. I dropped a like as well. I might be back later if possible. Hell yeah. Sounds good, Soul. I'll try to return to favor when I see you around. Okay, and then I believe this guy evolves right now, right? I would assume. Let me turn on fast forward. I don't know why I'm playing on slow right now. It is the farthest I gotten off stream is a Watson's Gym. Nice. Are you Nuzlocking it, Team Sky, or are you playing casually? By the way, fun fact, Joe Rogan used to be a wrestler for the UFC. I mean, he was a commentator, but yeah. Slashes to foe across sites better than pounce probs? I mean, better than rap. That's for sure. I tried Nuzlocking it off stream. Yeah, this game's really fun to Nuzlocke. Like, it's genuinely really good. Alright, this guy gets Bug Bite, Inferno, LOL. Fire Spin. Oh, so I don't get his exclusive move yet. That kind of sucks. But that's fine. What are your stats like? I mean, this guy has Flash Fire. We have another Flash Fire guy. Is pretty good. What other abilities do you have? Let's try Capsule. White Smoke. White Smoke is pretty good. Ability patch, Flame Body. Oh, wait. Doesn't Flame Body attract fire types for encounters? So now I have Flame Body, Magnet Pull, and Static. Doesn't Flame Body help you get fire types? Oh, that's actually so good. Okay. That was a really good encounter, guys. I'm kind of down for that. Okay, I think we have one more encounter, guys. One more encounter here. So we are going to PC. Let's get Slow Bro back. Let's see, put first. This guy should be fine. Flame Body makes hatching eggs quicker. I think you're thinking of Magma Armor. No, I think in this game, Flame Body helps with fire encounters. I could be wrong, obviously. Because we go this way. We go through Fiery Path. This is Route 112. We have this already. Alright, I don't want to dodge these guys every time. I'm just going to fight the optionals real quick. Should be free. Breloom, you don't have anything for me, I'm pretty sure. Kai's Fang you. Nice. Pyroar, get Aquatailed. Audino, get Aquatailed. Entrainment? Huh? What the hell is that? Isn't there a boss in the next route? Yeah, there's a boss gauntlet. There's actually a double battle that's kind of demon coming up. This guy might have electric moves. I'm swapping. Do not want to fight you with Gyarados. Yeah, this guy's Discharge. Earthquake Believers. Oh, he's Sturdy. See, chat? Thank God I switched. I would have got him to Sturdy and then died to Discharge. Meowstic, more like Earthquoustic. That Raichu Buzel one, annoying for real? Yeah, exactly. It seems demon. Sweet Kiss. Don't do it. Don't do it. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Uh-oh. Fine. I'll switch. Okay, we're good. Swap abilities, but less powerful at least. Yeah. It's pretty decent, I guess. I gave you Volt Absorb, right? No, you're Water Absorb. I need to switch you back before I make a mistake. Ability Patch, Volt Absorb, please. I'm pretty sure we get the encounter before we fight the Raichu battle, though. Which is really good. Okay. Is this guy a roll spinner? Okay. Alright, Noctowl, I got bad news for you, buddy. And a Riolu egg. Oh, we get Riolu! True! Crunch. Where are we hatching this Riolu? Because he's the GOAT. And I'm using him for the snow route. Oh, I forgot this guy is grass. Whoopsies, toasty. Optional for Tyrant and Expert Belt and Focus Sash. Oh, that dude gives you Focus Sash? Oh, hold up now. I might have to do that. I gotta find out where the optional is. It's not this guy, right? No, this guy is Defog. Yeah, we want that. We want that every day of the week. What are you? Are you a trainer? She gave me the Rizberry? Hell yeah. Up the sand slope. Alright, headed home from the office. We'll check you later, player. Alright, Bryu. I'll probably, I'll be on Discord during SmackDown and stuff if you guys want to talk wrestling. Okay, guys. It's encounter time. Black Belt Daisuku or something like that. Alright, well, he's going down. Okay, chat. So hear me out. Do we have any reason to magnet pull or flame body or anything like that? No, right? This is just straight up a YOLO route. Interesting. Chat, what are the odds we just rip a Munchlax right here, chat? Like, what are the freaking odds? Or what if we just rip a Slay King? Who says no? What are the odds you pull a Frigibax? I'd be so hyped up. Alright guys, I believe ads are playing. Did you guys just get pre-roll for ads? I just got the notification. It's disabled maybe? I don't know. Yeah, you guys are getting ads, I think. Alright, so while the ads are playing, I'm gonna respond to my wife real quick. When ads are over, we're going to pull this encounter. I'm sub, so I don't have ads, true. For everybody who's sub to the channel, can we make fun of the people who are not? Losers. Alright, let's respond to wifey real quick. Almost done. Sigh, leave, or out. Go there and spaz. No way, John, I just caught a shiny. Are we talking about in Mario? A Mario shiny? Alright guys, we have about 45 more seconds of ads, maybe a minute or so. We're gonna try to game it up though. Let me check Discord. Okay. You're oh, my shiny. True. Yes, I do have a shiny. True. Alright guys, I'm just waiting for ads to finish. What do I want here? Like, what do I genuinely want? I think I want Whimsicott. Prankster Encore seems like really good. And it's a fairy type. I feel like Whimsicott has like E4 chances. Like, that's the type of mon you could bring to the E4 for sure. So I think Whimsicott is my #1 goal. After Whimsicott, I'll take Slay King. That seems busted. Snorlax would be fun. I'll take Snorlax. Goodra, Frigibax. Snorunt is like fine. I got Snorunt last time. I never evolved it. Stantler is like weird deer. It's like whatever. I kind of don't want it. Tropius feels like he'd be decent. Also Tarantula. Yeah. Alright guys, ads are over. Are you guys ready to send it? Are you guys ready to send it? Alright chat, it's encounter time.
Acknowledge me!
We've been screwed. Dozo, I'm not gonna lie, this might go in the Hall of Fame of bad tribal chiefs. You guys can go ahead and acknowledge me. But you can acknowledge me because I suck and I just got a spin done.
75% chance of winning. If we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3%, I got 141
Alright,
and
guys.
2/3 chance of winning.
What wrestler reminds you of Spinda? It has to be a wrestler that's just like always confused or something. It could be a female wrestler since this thing is female. What wrestler is like dorky and confused a lot? A wrestler that's dorky and confused. This is Maurice. This is the Mrs. Wife Maurice. Ronda Rousey, Santino Marella, Molly Holly. Molly Holly is crazy. Fuck it, we're going Molly Holly. Alright, Molly Holly. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm pissed that you're even on my team, but it is what it is. We gotta go back and plan a fight anyway. Actually, no, we can go back right over here. I was going to say Eugene. No, we already have a Eugene. Tell me this isn't true. We already have a Eugene. Let me show you, Jam. We have Eugene the Slowbro. We have Rhea Ripley the Lantern. We have Kane the Sterilage. Mickey James the Togekiss. Alright, we have Umaga the Quagsire. CM Punk the Gyarados, because he's got a big mouth. Alright, we have The Rock. The Rock. We have Ava Johnson the Pebble. Alright, we got Jey Uso. Yeet, because he saved the run. Alright, we have Nia Jax. I'm not like most girls. Alright, we got Rick Boogs. Okay. We got L.A. Knight. Yeah. Alright, we got Bailey because Bailey is my favorite and this was my starter. Alright, we got Grayson Waller because it's an Australian kangaroo. We got Alistair Black because it meditates. Bray Wyatt because of the spider walk or whatever you want to call it. Bam Bam Bigelow. King Booker. Alright, we got Tajiri the Centiscorch. We have Ivar the Toxapex. Nikki Cross the Cursola. And Molly Holly the Spinda. I think I'm doing pretty good with the names. Just has that confused side in my opinion. Whenever she was a caped wrestler like the Hurricane. Bam Bam as Seismitoad is crazy. It's so good though. Alright, can you set this Spinda to the level cap, this demon? Okay, first, let's see if this thing has like some sort of crazy ability. It won't have any effect. What ability do you have? Own tempo? Trash. Guys, is this just a trash encounter? Contrary? Okay, hold up. Reverses stat changes. Hold up, chat. What does this thing get? Okay. Hold? Superpower contrary? Molly Holly to Spinda, true. Psybeam, Sucker Punch, Teeter Dance. Confuses all Pokemon on the scene. I'm down for Sucker Punch. Okay, so hear me out, guys. Contrary superpower is kind of crazy, though. All chest bumps, no pain. True. Yo, Big Lou. Welcome back. Okay. Alright, so, like, if I'm leading versus an Intimidate Mon, and he intimidates me, I go +1, and then I superpower, and I go +1 again. That's pretty decent. This thing has a chance to maybe come to some fights. Yeah, it really is contrary superpower. I'm just gonna go ahead and make it adamant. Might have to do something about that speed, though. Nah, it's okay. Speed is a made-up concept, okay? It's like the Matrix. It's like the Matrix. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Alright, do I have enough time to do this double battle? That's what I'm wondering right now. Let me see if my wife left work. Hold on, chat. Did you leave? Question mark? I think we got time, chat. Chat, you down to do this double battle with me real quick? Are you guys down or what? So let's go to boss battles. Oh wait, no, I have one fight before the double battle. Okay, that's perfect then. Parasol Madeline. Alright, chat, you know what time it is. It's morphin time. Okay, so first things first. Open, load, copy, count.
It's time to play the game. It's time to play the game.
Okay. Alright, so we are getting ready to fight Parasol Madeline, who leads with a Sneasler. Could be cringe. Oh, they have a Mega Heracross? Huh? Okay. Wait, I remember this Mega Heracross being a demon. Hold on, chat. I thought this was gonna be free. Alright, never mind. We're gonna have to lock the fucking... Okay, so they lead with Sneasler. The Sneasler has fake Focus Sash, and it has Dire Claw. Okay, so my first impression is Metatite, right? Okay, so if I go Impish, which is what I am, I'm slower, but I have Detect, so I can play around Fake Out. The problem is Dire Claw. So can't I pre-poison myself? You're about to get Mega Crossed? Yeah, exactly. I think I'm meant to pre-poison, maybe? This could be dangerous. I mean, I one-shot, right? I just have to live one Dire Claw. What if I just go Chesto Berry? And I just say, you know what? As long as he doesn't roll... If I go Chesto Berry, then I lose to him rolling Para off a Dire Claw. Which is only, he's Poison Touch, so I'm very likely to get poisoned. Which poison would be fine. And then I just kill. If he sleeps me, then I heal. The problem is if I come in poison, I'm detecting on turn 1. It's just gonna be a lot of damage. I guess I'm gonna either pre-poison or... Is there anything else I can do? Save. Okay, so Metatite is a possible answer. What about Cursola? Cursola goes a little crazy. Maybe not really. Because Cursola doesn't two-shot is the issue. It does wall it, though. I go Gary. So, I mean, Gyarados baits Rock Slide. That's kind of good. But also a little cringe. Can I fight you with Breloom? The problem with Breloom is I actually take too much from the Dire Claw. Ooh, what about Corv? Okay, I think I have the play. I think I just go Corviknight. So he's gonna... If I lead Corviknight, he just fakes me out, and then what? I just attack twice? I can Drill Peck into U-turn or something? Citrus. Can't Dire Claw me. Okay, I actually think we're gonna do Corviknight here.
It should have been me, not him. It's not fair.
Madeline is a run ender. Tread carefully. Yeah, this looks a little spooky with the Mega Heracross. Okay, I like Corviknight here. So Corviknight lead versus Sneasler. We're looking good because we dodge all the Dire Claw fiction. Who does Corviknight bait? I think it baits Heracross. Damn, none of these guys don't do shit to Corviknight. What the hell? Corviknight is a demon. 28% max? I think I bait Heracross. Which, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. What if I am Jolly? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Jolly Corviknight outspeeds and kills Heracross. The problem is Mega Heracross does heckin' damage with Arm Thrust on the Switch. Okay. So Corviknight is either going to bait Heracross or it's going to bait Honchkrow. I guess actually it baits Palossand with Earth Power, Shadow Ball, Shore Up, and Toxic. Okay, so let's say we're baiting Palossand. He's never gonna use a ground move. He's gonna Shadow Ball me. What do I have for Palo Sand on the Shadow Ball switch-in? Shadow Ball switch-in is actually the scariest outcome. Bisharp. Damn, Bisharp takes a lot from Earth Power. I mean, if I go Eviolite, I won't, but still. Is this where our Goat Spinda shines? This is where Spinda goes crazy, chat? This is Araquanid, right? Because he can't burn me, but he can Toxic me. Adamant, Araquanid with, like, Mystic Water, and I just... What does water... Wait, Water Compaction makes him go +1 defense, right? The Toxic Stall goes crazy here. Water Compaction raises defense when hit by a water move. Interesting. I mean, this thing is slow. How many poison types is the issue? I was gonna say Toxapex looks good, but he doesn't. Okay, I mean, I could outspeed and one-shot this thing with Cursola. The thing is, I would have to swap in... Okay, alright, I have an idea. It's gonna involve pivoting. But if I go... what's the thing that boosts ghost damage? I mean, at this point, I could just go Wise Glasses, if we're being real. Okay, so if I go Wise Glasses, Cursola, right? So Corviknight is out. Corviknight baits Shadow Ball. So on the Shadow Ball, we could pivot, like, Spinda. Spell Tag. Okay. On the Shadow Ball, we could pivot, in, like, Gyarados or something. Gyarados baits... No. What am I doing? So this guy baits Shadow Ball. So we want to bait Earth Power. So on the Shadow Ball, we could go to, like, Bisharp. We can bait Earth Power, never Toxic. And then from Bisharp, we go into Cursola, Outspeed, and one-shot. Cursola with Wise Glasses Hex always kills. Okay. So Cursola is definitely gonna bait Honchkrow, right? Who only knows Drill Peck, Night Slash, Sucker Punch. So what if we go back into Bisharp and I give it Eviolite? And then I just low sweep and do damage. I go Adamant. And I just fight him. I just fight him with Bisharp. The problem is he would be able to roost away all my damage. I mean, we could stall him out too. Actually, no. Ironhead goes kind of crazy. Never mind. He can't roost through Ironhead if I'm Adamant. Oh my god, chat. This is such good usage of Mons. I 3v3 with these three. Corviknight beats the Sneasler. Then it baits what should be Palossand. So we can swap into Bisharp to bait the Earth Power. On Earth Power, go back into Cursola. Cursola outspeeds and kills with Hex. Then that baits this guy. We go back into Bisharp, and then Bisharp just beats this guy. Oh, you love to see it, chat. Alright, and last but not least, that leaves Heracross. Who... If Corviknight is full health, Corviknight wins, but we need something that can switch in and fight this guy. Rock Blast, Arm Thrust, Bullet Seed, Pin Missile. How much do you do to Cursola, by the way, as Mega Heracross? Okay, Mega Heracross kills Cursola. So we can bring... How does Crustle look? LOL. Okay, so Cerulege outspeeds and kills. We just have to bait Cerulege. Like, we have to bait a switch in, right? So if I want Cerulege to kill this guy... so let's say Cerulege outspeeds and kills with Flare Blitz, right? We need to come in on Arm Thrust, Bullet Seed, or Pin Missile. So if we know Heracross is out, we go into Breloom, because Breloom is never dead to Rock Blast. And just to make sure, we're going to go like Poison Heal Breloom with like Impish Breloom with like Citrus Berry, right? And he always sees a kill with Arm Thrusts. So then he Arm Thrusts or he Pin Missiles into Cerulege. Cerulege outspeeds and kills. Corviknight Jolly will also outspeed and kill. And so then I want to bring one more thing that I can use as like a pivot or a bait, maybe, to try to get where I want to be. Depending on how much health Bisharp has, he could also live a Rock Blast. Well, my Koopa Troopa died. Uh-oh. Not the Koopa Troopa. The Hooper Super Duper Koopa Woopa. How does Rock Blast do versus Torterra? Okay, so Torterra is cool too here. Torterra also can switch in on Rock Blast. Torterra can switch in on anything but Pin Missile. And with self-sufficient Citrus Berry, let's just go Impish. Torterra baits Pin Missile 100% of the time. And is never dead to anything else. Arm Thrust has rolls to kill me if it crits a lot through Citrus. Okay, so Torterra... Also, Torterra can outspeed and maybe 1v1 the Palossand. Oh yeah, Torterra could definitely outspeed and 1v1 the Palossand. I'm surprised I didn't see this at first, too. This is another line. On Shadow Ball, we just go Torterra, and we just straight up Wood Hammer him. We give him the hammer. Okay, chat, this is it. This is a demon fight with Mega Heracross, but I think we got it. Let's go through it one more time together, and you guys let me know how it sounds. So, Corviknight versus Sneasler. Sneasler goes for Fake Out. There's nothing we could do about it. Then we go for Drill Peck into Drill Peck. They don't really have switch-ins for it, so the Sneasler is just going to take it. I can... Maybe there's a world where I lose to a bunch of Rock Slide flinches, but he's probably just going to go Brick Break. So Fake Out into Drill Peck into Drill Peck. That's going to bait what I assume is Palossand. Palossand wants to Shadow Ball. On the Shadow Ball, we go into Bisharp. Bisharp is baiting Earth Power with the Eviolite. Because it can never be toxic. So on the Earth Power, we swap into Corsola, who will have modest Wise Glasses. It outspeeds and kills. He might want to switch into Honchkrow, but we should be able to repeat this process. Honchkrow comes out. It wants to Night Slash or Sucker. We go into Bisharp with Eviolite. He's going to eat it up, even if they crit. Like, how much are these crits doing? Night Slash and Sucker crits are doing a max roll of 19%. And we just Iron Head. We could consider Low Sweep into Iron Head. I actually think that might be better. Because Low Sweep plus Iron Head doesn't always kill, where double Iron Head kills. But if he roosts, I could just stall out the roost. I think just spam Iron Head is always the play. So we spam Iron Head, and then it's going to bait Heracross, who is going to... If Heracross comes out on Bisharp, he actually is going to Arm Thrust the Bisharp, which should automatically be a switch into Cerulege. Cerulege will outspeed and one-shot with Flamethrower. This guy is 89 speed, but he's level 42, whereas Cerulege will be Jolly, level 44. And I don't need anything else. I need a Citrus Berry. What about a Citrus Berry? Yeah. Okay. Chat, sound good or what? And then we have Breloom to bait Rock Blast if things get weird. We have Torterra to bait Arm Thrust. Oh, these two bait Arm Thrust if things get weird. Yeah, Mega Heracross, 75 speed. Mega Heracross versus Ceruledge. Mega Heracross versus Ceruledge. Flare Blitz, outspeeds, and one-shots. Okay. Alright. I think these are the lads. So let's turn off the calc. And let's get the team together. Let's get the boys. Doing Mega Heracross without Gyarados on my team feels so weird, but I'm confident in these pivots. Alright, so Corviknight. We are bringing Cursola. We are bringing King Booker. Torterra, my goat. Drop in Togekiss. And Breloom, my early game goat. Alright, so Corviknight needs to be Jolly just in case I need him to come in and outspeed the Mega Heracross. Just in case something goes way wrong. So I think we're already Jolly, right? No, we're Impish. Okay, so we need to be Jolly. Okay. Jolly, Drill Peck, U-turn. Pretty much good to go here. Unnerve, Citrus Berry. Okay, perfect. Next up is Bisharp. Bisharp needs to be Adamant with an Eviolite. Okay, thank you for being Adamant. Cool. Alright, Eviolite, Adamant, Inner Focus, Iron Head. Perfect. Next up is Torterra. Torterra, you want to be Impish. Yeah. I guess you could just be Adamant, right? What's the difference? On Mega Heracross, you're dead to Pin Missile anyway. I guess the difference is if I'm Impish, I have better rolls to live like Arm Thrust crit or something. Okay, Citrus Berry, Impish, self-sufficient, defense up, and you have Wood Hammer. Okay. You, my friend, are Jolly, Citrus Berry, Flare Blitz. Literally the same set as last time. Flare Blitz versus Mega Heracross does a minimum roll of 101 damage with 32% to 32% recoil. Flash Fire, yep. Do I need to be Flash Flyer? There's no fire moves here. Can I be something else? Would anything else help? Weak Armor? Nope, Weak Armor doesn't help. Ability Patch. Sharpness. Does Sharpness change anything about this fight? I don't think so, right? Sharpness just gives Shadow Claw more damage, which could maybe come up versus Palossand. Yeah, okay. I'll do Sharpness. There's no Flash Fire this fight, so might as well. Breloom, you are going to also be... You're dead to Arm Thrust. We want to be dead to Arm Thrust, so I think I'm just going to stay Adamant. But I am going to put the Poison Heal on you with the Citrus. So we need to Toxic you. Where's Toxicor? Okay. And then Cursola, this is very important. You need to be modest with Wise Glasses. So you are modest, but we need Wise Glasses. Item give. Wise I didn't get any stronger ghost moves, right? Do I have like Shadow Ball or something here? Silver Wind, Shadow Claw. Flash Cannon, LOL. Alright, we got some ads going on, guys. That's good. We'll get the ads out of the way before the fight. Also, I need to grab Lucario here, right? Isn't this the Lucario egg guy right here? Would Lucario help in this fight versus anything? Honestly, no. Lucario wouldn't. Yo, John, you already hatched the egg. Togepi is so good on the rerun. Oh, you're pretending for ads. Got you. I got. First, I'm like, are you good? These guys might be too high level to mess around with. At a level 25, it's fine. All right, swap into Breloom. Oh, eating a side beam, definitely not ideal, but we're fine. Bag. Alright, we just gotta heal this guy up. I have super potions somewhere here. Whew, okay. Alright, chat. This is it. This is the team. Jolly, Citrus Berry, Unnerved, Drill Peck, Adamant, Citrus Berry, Poison Heal. Your moves just don't matter, actually. Impish, Citrus Berry, Self-Sufficient, do stuff. Jolly, Citrus Berry, Sharpness, Flare Blitz, the Goat, Eviolite, Adamant, Inner Focus, Ironhead, the Goat. Modest, Wise Glasses. Modest, Wise Glasses, 55 speed, outspeed the Palossand, kill effects. Okay. Dude, having 160 special attack at level 44 is truly insane. Alright guys, the ads just finished. I'm gonna respond to Wifey real quick and it's time to battle. Sorry guys, just responding to the lady real quick. I got 2 more deaths in Super Mario mod. Yeah, you might have to restart that run, buddy. Alright, so we're looking for Parasol Lady Madeline. Okay, this has got to be it. Okay, emulation and fast forward, audio video, turn off mute. Alright chat, this is a bit of a demon. Mega Heracross with a Sneasler, a Super Luck Honchkrow, a Palossand. Just, this is a demon of a fight. This fight's a lot harder than I gave it credit for when I actually put it into the calc. But this is pretty much it. This is what we do. Alright, so Corviknight versus Sneasler. I thought it was a 2-shot. I'm actually not a 1-shot on Drill Pipe, but it doesn't matter. I do enough, obviously. Alright, we have to hope that they don't switch around a lot. I want them to just stay on the line. Alright, chat, here we go. One of the hardest mini-bosses in the game. This is Parasol Lady Madeline, who has a Mega Heracross in the back. So they lead with a Hisuian Sneasler. This thing has Focus Sash and Dire Claw, which is why we're going with a Steel-type Corviknight. They are going to fake me out. I'm just going to let it happen. I take the fake out for minimal damage. It is what it is, no worries. Now they're going to either Brick Break, Rock Slide, or Switch. They're going to go for Brick Break. This is preferable because Rock Slide has a chance to flinch. So we prefer the Brick Break. This is going to take the Sneasler down to almost Sash. Okay, we got a crit, so that's Sash. That's totally fine. Now we're going to take one more Brick Break. We're going to eat a Citrus Berry, and then we should bait a Palo Sand, hopefully. Here we go. Alright, one more Brick Break. We're never dead to crit here. Okay, here's my Citrus. Alright, perfect. Sneasler is done. We were able to make sure we did not bait in anything else. I don't know for sure that this baits Palo Sand, but I believe it does. Okay. Okay, this baits Haunch Crow. Okay, that messes with the line a little bit, but this is okay. So, Haunch Crow is here. This Haunch Crow has Night Slash, Drill Peck, Sucker Punch, and it's Super Luck with a Scope Lens. So right now, it's going for either Night Slash or Sucker Punch. We are going to hard switch into our Eviolite Bisharp in the back. Alright, Eviolite Bisharp, this is for you, baby. Alright, they go for Night Slash. No crits. Okay, it got its first crit, that's okay. No worries. We just go for double Iron Head here. Alright, it's going for another Night Slash. The good news is it stayed in. Alright, it got a low roll. We're feeling good. Here's the Iron Head. Now this Haunch Crow has a choice. It's either going to Roost or it's going to attack again. It goes for Roost. The thing about Roost is Iron Head does a lot of damage. So we're going to out-damage Roost here. Alright, show me a crit. Can we crit the critter? We just Iron Head here. Okay. Alright, perfect. So Haunch Crow is down. What's amazing about this is we should bait Heracross, and we should 100% be baiting Arm Thrust, which is exactly what we want here. Okay, here's the Heracross. This is working out perfectly. Okay, so Heracross is here. Now, this is a Mega Heracross, and he sees a kill only and exclusively with Arm Thrust. So on the Arm Thrust, we are going to swap into Ceruledge, which is a Ghost type. Alright? So he's going to Mega, and he's going to go for Arm Thrust. Show it to me. Here it is. Mega Heracross the Demon. Show it to me. Show me Arm Thrust. Got him. Okay, here's the thing about Mega Heracross. He has base 75 speed. Ceruledge has base 85 speed. Our Ceruledge does exactly a minimum roll of 101% with Flare Blitz. Unless there's something wrong in the calc, this 100% of the time will outspeed and kill Heracross. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. This will be the perfect line. Got him! Mega Heracross is down. Alright, we take a little bit of chip. That's going to bait the final Pokemon of this battle, which is Palo Sand. This Palo Sand sees some kills with either Earth Power or Shadow Ball. Okay? So what we want to do here is we want to make sure that we're baiting the right move here. So I'm actually going to pivot a little bit. I'm going to go into Torterra here. Because Torterra should always bait Toxic and or Shadow Ball. We want to use our pivots smartly. So we're going to pivot through Torterra. Okay? So this is Shadow Ball or Earth Power. You'll see why we wanted to avoid the small chance of Shadow Ball. We got the Earth Power, that's perfect. So now with Self-Sufficient, we're going to heal up a little bit through the pivot. Now we are baiting Toxic or Shadow Ball. So on Toxic, I'm sorry, we're baiting Toxic or... I guess this pivot was incorrect. I'm not sure why I did this. Okay, you know what? Let me stop playing games. Does Shadow Ball crit ever kill Cursola? Okay, Shadow Ball crit never kills Cursola, and we are faster, outspeed, and kill. We're just going in. Okay, so on the Palisand, we hard swap into Cursola. They go for Toxic onto Cursola, which is fine. This Cursola has base 145 special attack. And with Wise Glasses, Modest, we outspeed and one-shot with Hex. GG's. GG's. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Parasol Lady Riskless. Deathless. Let's go, baby. My last Mario Mon's at 2 HP, but I did set the game to delete my save file when I lose a run, and I lost the run. Well, there you go, Dozo. On the bright side, I did not lose my run. If that makes you feel any better, Dozo. So where are people hatching their Lucarios? I guess I'll hatch it next stream. Alright guys, my time here is drawing to a close. The wife is heading home from work. This was a fun little bonus stream. So I'm really happy with this. I want to thank you guys for being here. This was an amazing little stream. Can you guys do me a favor? Can we just hang out for a little raid action? A little bit of raid. Shadow Legends. Let's see who's online right now. Let's go to my following list. I think Squirk is online. My goat Drew is online. Drew is online. Gemini is online. Reversal. Judy is on. Shout out Judy. Okay, Crapo is on. That's pretty cool. And I think they're doing the Elite Four. Nuzlocke Finale. Oh, I think somebody's doing the Elite Four. Finale Super Mario. Ooh, do you guys want to watch a Super Mario Mon Elite Four? Squirk is doing Super Mario Mon Elite Four. I'm between Squirk and Drew. It says Finale. Alright. We go into Squirk. I think they're getting ready to do the Elite Four, which sounds really fun. Alright, gamers, once again, GG's. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys want to see a Mario Mon Elite Four, just please hang out a few more moments. And, yeah, should be nice and lit. Let's go.
Super syrup.